Alright, so we're going to be showing you how to make simple millet. You can see this is a package. This might be how you would purchase it in a bag like this. Very simple to make. If you buy it in bulk, one of the first things you may want to do is use a strainer of some kind. This one may work well. And you just put your millet in here first and run some water through it, and then you can set it over anything to allow it to drip dry for a little bit. But with these packages, you usually don't have to do that. So for 1 cup of millet, we're going to use 2 cups of water. You can double this recipe if you'd like. We're going to first take a pot. It can be smaller than this if you're only making a small amount like we are. And we're just going to start bringing that to a boil. So it doesn't matter, medium-high heat. Just bringing it to a boil. Okay. Now in some kind of wider bottom pan, you can use a frying pan, anything that has a wider bottom. You could even do it in here, but it's easier in a wider bottom pan. We're going to take, for this recipe, 2 teaspoons of oil. If you're going to double it, make sure you use 4 teaspoons of oil. You can use butter, macadamia nut oil, safflower oil, olive oil. They're all good. And we're going to take 2 teaspoons of the oil. Set that aside. Okay. Let's light this up. I'm going to get it pretty warm. I'm putting it on high heat for now, but you can use any heat temperature you want just to get the oil hot. Now I have already measured out 1 cup of millet, and we're going to be toasting it. So we want to get it a little bit golden. That's what this pan is for. So I just pour the millet on in there. You don't want the oil so hot that it gets smoky. If it smokes, start over again. Just wipe it out and start over again. Smoking oil is actually a little toxic. So you want to put the millet in here. And I just mix it around with any kind of spoon to get the oil on each of the little millet kernels as much as you can. And you can leave it on a higher temperature in the beginning. Again, not an exact science. You can use, slightly lower temperature, slightly higher. It doesn't really matter. We're just toasting these. I'm going to bring it down a little bit so I don't wind up burning the oil too much and causing it to smoke. So I just stir it around like this. You don't have to stir the whole time. You can leave it for a little bit. You just don't want to burn it. You're looking to toast it, not burn it. You'll see if it gets burned, it gets kind of black on the bottom. And a little, that's okay, but you don't want to do that too much. That's where stirring can help keep it from getting too heated on any one piece of millet. So you'll start to get this really nice little nutty smell. It smells like it's toasting grain, and it comes off of the millet, and that's good. That's fine. It means you're almost done. If you don't smell anything, that's okay too. And you can see we're starting to get a few little darker kernels in here. All right. Now this is about done. You'll see some of them are a little orange. The ones that are a little bit more cooked than the others can be a little bit orange. So this is fine. This is toasted enough. You could do a little bit more than this, a little bit less. It doesn't, again, have to be very specific, but this is nice and toasted. We're going to turn the heat off on that. And now we're going to add this to our boiling water. So let's see. Hopefully our water's boiling now. It's only been a couple minutes. There it is. Okay, good. So we're going to pick up the pan safely by the handle here to burn ourselves. And we're going to add the millet. And get it all out of there. Okay. All right, now you've added it in. Quickly give it a little stir. Cover with the lid. Bring the temperature all the way down to low, lowest it goes. Now you're going to grab a little timer. Cook it from 25 to 30 minutes. I usually like to set it for 25, and then I can come check on it later, make sure all the water has absorbed. If not, you can cook it a little bit longer. But it's very simple, and that's it. Okay, so it's been 25 minutes. Pull off the lid, careful, steam a little bit. It looks pretty good. You can poke around in there with a fork. You can see that all the water is absorbed nicely. Nice and fluffy. And it's done. Turn off the heat. You can add a little butter if you like, a little salt if you want a little more salt. But that right there is your millet. Very good.